Another way to find Taylor series, if we have a product of two functions that we know they're Taylor series, Maclaurin series in this case, we can just multiply together the first several terms and drop any larger term. So here we want to write out the terms of degree up to 5 in the Maclaurin series for f of x is e to the x times cosine x. So here, let's just use our cheat sheet. We know the first several terms of e to the x. We know the first several terms of cosine x. So what we're going to do is, well, let's multiply e to the x. Starts off, the Maclaurin polynomial of degree 5 is 1 plus x squared over 2 plus x cubed over 6 plus x to the 4th over 24 plus x to the 5th divided by 120. Cosine x starts off 1 minus x squared over 2 plus x to the 4th over 24. And if we multiply these together, what do we end up with? So 1 times this, so that's 1 minus x squared over 2 plus x to the 4th divided by 24. What else do we have? Let's multiply x by these things over here. So that gives us plus x minus x times x squared over 2 is x cubed over 2 plus x times x to the 4th over 24 is x to the 5th over 24. What else do we have? Multiply x squared over 2 by this stuff. So plus x squared over 2 and minus x to the 4th over 2 times 2 is 4. But now the next term, x squared times x to the 4th, that will be x to the 6th. That's too big, so we don't have to include that. X cubed over 6, we multiply that through. So minus x cubed over 6. Sorry, that should be a plus x cubed over 6 minus x to the 5th. X cubed times x squared is x to the 5th. Divided by 6 times 2 is 12. And then the next one, x cubed times x to the 4th, that's too big. That's power of 7 there. X to the 4th over 24 times 1. And then the next term is too big, and that term is too big. And finally, plus x to the 5th divided by 120. So these are all of the terms that are left over here. When we multiply this out, these are the, this is the only thing that we have. Let me just comment here. So, I mean, in some sense, this is our answer. We should try to combine the terms together. So 1, there's the only constant term. Here's the only linear term, plus x. Minus x squared over 2 plus x squared over 2. Those cancel. Minus x cubed over 2 plus x cubed over 6. Adding those together gives us minus x cubed over 6. When we combine the x to the 4th terms together, we end up with minus x to the 4th divided by 6. And we combine the x to the 5th terms together, we get minus x to the 5th over 30. So this is these are the terms up to degree up to 5 in the Maclaurin series for f of x is e to the x times cosine x. We could go farther if we wanted to, but this is as far as the video, as far as the problem asks us to do it. So to have you practice this, find the first 4 non-zero terms of the Maclaurin series for e to the minus 3x times sine of 2x. So you want to write down Maclaurin series for e to the minus 3x, Maclaurin series for sine of 2x, multiply those together, and see what happens.